Hi, everyone. I'm Trevor Metcalfe. I'm the marketing manager at Resco North America, and I'm really excited to talk to you about something new we're working on today. So you've seen from a mobile app development toolkit, power components, power solutions, we're innovating across our whole portfolio. But we're not done yet. We have way more today, so please stay seated. So if you remember, last year in Marbella, we announced and talked more about our innovations for Power Platform. We've been working really hard on the next iteration of solutions for field workers. And just a couple numbers over the year, what we've been up to. So we've explored over 30 industries to find the next fit for Resco and our vertical technology, which means a lot of demos, quite a few, which means talking to our network of customers and partners to learn where we can not only make the most impact, but it's asking the right questions so that we can deliver an exceptional experience and something that's built for our community. And also, a lot of time on demos, conversations, needs caffeine. So ask anyone on Resco North America team, we're all a little jittery. But along that way, we've learned a lot about our community, about the people who use Resco, end users, consultants. And one thing we've learned is that field service is changing. We see that Microsoft Field Service has some changes that will affect the way that people use the technology. We've seen that for some customers, it is too complex for their needs. And it can be both too much of a technology, both financially and technologically. They're looking for other options, plain and simple. And as Resco, we help them enable them. There's also a larger demand for vertical technology. So there are individual industries that their technologies rely on third-party tools. So technology specifically built for those industries, and it can be complicated. You can have a very expensive tech stack. We see this with our customers and some of our prospects that are in specific industries. They're looking to simplify and looking for someone to help them do so. And we've learned that there's a lot to redefine when it comes to mobility. I mean, we've all learned in the past couple days that the offline capability is just the beginning of what mobility means. And a mobile-first approach is rare, but Resco does it well, and it's well in demand. So we can help refine that vision and define what mobility is. And lastly, it's not a tech conference without speaking about AI. And what we've seen is while AI is a buzzword, or not just a buzzword, but what we've seen as it's become very popular is it highlights a need for assistance. So people are needing to do more work with less time and less resources than ever before. And while AI is one of those tools that can do so, just like any other tool, you have to learn, you have to know how to use it, know how to use it effectively. And how can we provide assistance with something out of the box? If you have to design anyways, how can we do so other than AI as well? That's why we're proud to introduce Resco Mobile Solutions for Verticals. Resco Mobile Solutions for Verticals, it's a lightweight solution built on top of Power Platform and Dataverse for the mobile workforce and office users alike. It provides our users with the mobility they love from Resco and the stability they expect from Microsoft. It's really designed to kickstart any organization's Power Platform practice, and Resco Mobile Solutions for Verticals are packed with pre-built modules and customizations for your specific industry. It helps enable you to do these 4 things: schedule, inspect, report, and analyze. So let's take a closer look. With Resco's custom-built schedule board for Power Platform, you can intelligently schedule techs in the field, and you can make sure you have the right person going to the right job the first time. Inspections. Complete inspections, jobs, work orders, and more with the depth and customization you've come to expect from Resco. Collect all kinds of media, signatures, payments in the field with all of these tools built in. And for your industry, you will find pre-built workflows and top use case inspections. Reporting. Raise customer expectations and reduce time spent on manual tasks with our custom automated reporting. And easily create and share data instantly with our powerful sync engine. And lastly, analysis. Resco is known for advanced data collection, and we want to make sure that you also have advanced data analysis. So we have full integration with Power BI, and you'll extract stronger insights from stronger data in the field. So the question is like, why? Why? What is the value for our customers and partners? Well, for partners, pre-built modules and industry customizations help you get a head start. You can white label your Resco solution, and you can build it into your own solution, whether for Power Platform practice or for your industry vertical. And it's a mobile-first, offline approach to Power Platform in the way you know from Resco. For customers, the value is simple. It's reducing IT costs, time, energy, custom coding. It's an easier tech stack to manage, and it's a great financial alternative to Microsoft Dynamics Field Service. You can see this value already with some of our partners, our OEM partners that you've seen over the past couple days. We're excited to see what you come up with in your own industry, and hopefully we can see your name up here next year. We'll be launching Resco for Verticals alongside 2 customized experiences, one for the energy industry and one for property, all with pre-built modules, customizations, and more. But right now, please help me welcome Consulting Manager at Resco, Dusan Polach, for an exclusive look at Resco Property Plus. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys hear me well? Yes, you do. Okay. So let me start before we go to the actual use case and how it looks like. So let me talk a bit what is it that we're talking about here. Basically, we prepared a package for you, which you can download from our website, that includes all that you need to showcase property inspections with Resco. So basically, it contains managed solutions, which includes a custom data model, with Power Automate workflows, processes to generate notifications, connections, and others. A model-driven app for the backend. Also a model-driven app for the backend user, obviously, to work with the inspections. A mobile app project configuration for the field user, so he can go about and enter data in the field. But also a demo data. So it includes a lot of demo data with questionnaire templates, mobile reports, floor plans, and others. All this bundled together also with a setup guide, so you can just quickly install it on the top of your test trial organization. Okay, you need to install it on the top of Woodford, and then basically you're ready to go. So as Trevor was saying, it speeds up your time to market, right? So there's a lot of configuration that is done there that you can have a look at how things are done and leverage on that. But let me just show you how it actually looks like. So here I am in the model-driven app for the back office users. I'm looking at some of the standard objects that I have, like properties, which are actually accounts, contacts, appointments, but also other custom entities like projects, timesheets, and assets. Drilling into one of the properties here, you can see the summary about the account, about the property, what's going on with it, which assets are installed on this property, and inspections that were conducted for this property previously. So here you can leverage the power of Forms Plus, the questionnaire web layer, so you can see whatever the information was previously entered for this property in the field, or even start a new questionnaire template on the top of it by the back office users. So there are projects, which are basically the work to be done, that are defined. So on these projects, we'll collect timesheets in the field, so the users can enter the times against the projects. And you can also hear a showcase of leveraging the PSF components that we introduced yesterday, a Kanban board on the project, showing off the appointments which we can interact with. Going into timesheets, so there's this timesheet configuration ready for you. So here I'm selecting a couple of users for whom I'll create a timesheet, leveraging the power of Power Automate. So running the flow will create new records based on some custom parameters that I enter here, like a start date, end date, and a plan for that week. Running the workflow runs and generates the data. Here I can already see that it was created. Going into my timesheet, I see there's still some entries to be done by the user in the field. Besides that, for the backend users, obviously you can create questionnaires using the power of the questionnaire designer. We provided with a couple of use case specific templates for property inspections, which you can build up on. Here I'm moving over to schedule the work. So this is the Resco scheduler for the ones who don't work with it. I invite you to work with it. So on the left-hand side here, I have my resources. In this case, these are users for whom I schedule the work. The work that needs to be done is on the right-hand side here. I'm working with projects. All of these are completely configurable, so you can use your custom entities to work with, whether it's the work that you define, projects in this case, users, resources, or even what you schedule. Here, I'm creating appointments, scheduling. I'm creating appointments. It could be any other entity that you define. Obviously needs to have start and end date fields. So the board is very interactive, so you can set it up, define all of the color coding per statuses, and so on. There's a Resco rules engine running on the top of scheduler as well, so you can define, pre-populate the fields whilst as I'm here, dragging and dropping it. Once I create the appointment, the rules can run, pre-populate the fields, update the source I created it from with a date or any other flag, and here you go. So a lot of functionality built in, so you drag and drop, extend the duration of the appointment. Okay, quick edit. So if you click and hold, you can go and edit the appointment quickly. Biggest power of this really is the configurability, so any custom entity that you can work with. You can also set up a validation, for example, for skills and territories or any other entities that you define. So here I'm scheduling one more appointment here. Creating it, you see there are some warning messages, so there are some validations here against the working hours that I have previously defined, which are also, of course, configurable. And I have my work scheduled for the users. I'm ready to go to the mobile application. So moving over to the field user. So here you can see within the package, you'll receive the application configuration as a nice and clean application that you can work with. Just a couple of components on the home menu, very simple for the users to use and powerful. So here we're looking at the calendar component of Resco app, so where user can see what is he up against for that day, week, or a month in different views. Obviously, also you can put multiple entities into the Resco calendar and work also, again, leveraging the rules on the top of it for color coding and some automations. From calendar view, I'm going to jump to my route. So that's the component in the mobile app that you can use for showing the driving and the driving distance to the user. I just cut off at the bottom. But anyway, so once the GPS sets in, you will be able to see the driving distance calculation and how you will drive through for the day. So here I am. So I have set up a set point of a work, so you can also configure where do you start working and where you finish. And you can see how you will go drive point by point, what is the suggested route for the day. You can see the total distance that you will drive that day, including the driving time. As well, you could, you could add new appointments by yourself, so to be more efficient. So I'm driving by, let me visit this site as well as I wish. Here I'm optimizing the route, so getting some time saved. Actually, my appointments got reshuffled for the best driving. Now you can see the newly suggested times and how I should go drive about. If I'm okay with it, I'm gonna save it. My appointment times get updated, and I can go, and I'm going into my appointment now to collect the data to do the inspections. Opening up the appointment form so you can see the references to different objects. So here, this appointment is regarding this project. Drill in, see some data previously, what was done there previously. Here I'm gonna zoom in into the property, into the account that I'm gonna work with. So here, pre-configured, you can see the details that you need to know. You can see the list of the assets that are associated for this customer in the list view on the left, or at the tagged image component within the app. So I like this, the floor plans, so we can show the assets in this case on a floor plan for easier indoor navigation and getting to know where your assets are. Okay? You can also drag and drop and install new assets on the map directly, right? So this is very, very good for installation scenarios where you can position where you did install something, okay? So very nice component. Again, completely configurable, so any entity you want to work with. Rolling down, I can see different, my contact details, right? The inspections previously conducted at this site, so I can see what is the inspections history at this site. I can see the questionnaire again here. So address details, the other open projects active for this customer as well. Okay, going back to my appointment. Okay, here on the form, you can see the configuration of multiple custom buttons, right? They're nicely styled, so you can get inspired by the styling of the application for your own work. So I can schedule next week, just creating a new appointment for the next week very quickly, or complete the appointment. Well, I'm gonna do the actual use case here. So what is the executing the inspection in the field? So this is the weatherization inspection. So it's a energy auditing that is done. So here, this is the questionnaire. So for the ones who are not familiar with our questionnaires, here I'm pre-filling multiple fields of the questionnaire automatically based on the data that the user already has in the device. So saving his time, not having to enter the data that he already has at hand. So getting the references, the auditor data, the actual date, references to the accounts. So here I'm working with the concept of repeatable question groups. So entering the data for the windows here, getting the data about the width and so on, so we can guide the user through the data collection process very easily using the questionnaires. The questionnaire designer is very easy to use, drag and drop functionality to create these questionnaires very easily. So also collecting the photos from the field, you can limit how many photos users should take. Can use multiple photos, videos, audio. Okay, adding another instance of the repeatable group, another question through a custom button. So I'm creating another window in this case, right? It can be anything else. So I guide the user through the inspection process. The repeatable groups, you can set them up to how many times these should repeat, the minimum or the maximum as well. Okay, entering the data. So within the form, you can see that you're not limited in questionnaires by the one-line questions, so you can group the questions, integrate, and work with the columns how we want to see them. There's a lot of styling options that you can use, how to display the questions. So again, capturing some pictures here. So going through the data collection process in a guided manner. Okay, here again, different configuration of different type of questions. So obviously the text drop-downs, basically all the question types you can possibly need are available within our questionnaires. Okay, getting more details about the property in. Photo again, so documenting with a photo documentation is very important. Could also edit the pictures, draw into them, something I'm not showing here right now, but very, very important. Okay, different type of questions here. Again, customizable grid, flip, guide the user through the data collection process. Okay, getting over here, putting some more data in. This one is nice. So for the numeric question, it's very easy to set up our target values and do some validation with those values. So you can see I have some pre-test value, the target value, and a post-test value that the user is capturing. So the post-test value, based on the value that I enter, I can dynamically style the questions with ease to indicate to the user that something is going right in this case, or something is not going well. Okay, so I can act upon that. Very easy to configure within the questionnaire designer, just with 2 clicks and you're done. Okay, so that's the styling option. So you can really play around with it, make it your own, do a lot of color codings. Okay, so here I'm reading the data from previously answered inspections. I can see the before value, so whatever was previously answered and what I'm answering now. So you can fetch the questionnaires that are previously done for this particular site and get the historical data in and compare it against the actual data. Okay, well, basically getting to the end of the inspection now, I can show some text to the users or to the client that is going to get a signature in for this inspection. So capturing the client signature and date together with the inspector data as well with the inspector signature. Okay, and basically we're nearing to the reporting side. So obviously, within the Resco mobile app, you can leverage the power of our mobile reports. Not only in the app, you could use the Docs Plus for the report generation, or also by the backend users. So here I'm getting a report in for the inspection that I've done with all the details that were captured, so I can present it to the client in a PDF or just email it through backend flow or directly from the app. Gonna save it. This is gonna save the information as a PDF here. Gonna complement my visit with a couple of timesheet entries. So we previously generated a timesheet header. Now I'm gonna do some timesheet entry through a custom button. I'll configure the all-day duration, so I don't want to respect what I had here for the appointment. I'm gonna do the 8 hours for the whole day here with one click, and I can continue. Okay, saving the timesheets. Okay, basically I'm near, so my appointment is almost done. I could execute multiple inspections and combine them together to a one work report if I want to. Here I've done just one. I'm gonna do a mobile report on the top of appointment using advanced signature. So the advanced signature, you can see that the report is there without signature now. You can preview the report to the client for the signature, so he can actually see what he's signing and only then sign, and then click Submit Signatures, which will actually make the signature the part of the final PDF. Okay, so multiple ways how to sign off the report at the customer. Okay, now you can see the signature is there now, so I'm good. I'm done with my appointment, and I'll save my report again as a PDF. Could print it, emailed it. Okay, now saving it becomes an attachment, right, as a note to the appointment, and I can go off and complete my work done, and just go and continue with the next one. So once the data is collected in the field, I can go and analyze the data together with the backend user. So there's also components that Resco provides you for the analysis of the inspections. In this case, this is the results viewer for the ones who don't know them. So you can go, click, filter very effectively in between the templates and have a look at the data that was collected. But more importantly, you can use the export functionality, so you can export the data, most probably into Excel, that will give the data from the JSON to the columns in the Excel, so you can play around and analyze the data. If you opt for more serious analysis, then you can use the Power BI and work with the data on the backend more easily. So you can go slice and dice, have a look at the inspections, look for patterns in the data, and get some insights out of them. So basically, these are the 4 points that we went through. So Resco has you all the ways. So also not only the mobile user, but also the back office user with all the tool set that we provide. With this said, right, Trevor here.
You want to take a big deep breath before I continue?
Yeah, no, very good, yeah.
Thank you. This was great. So, if you'd like to discover more of what Dusan was showing us today, please scan the QR code. You can take a look at more about Resco Property Plus. And we also have the demo ready for you as well. You can scan over here. I'll give everyone a second. I see some phones out. I'll get out of the way. All right. So, what's next for you all today? You'll see how Segica has built their own field app with Resco Mobile Solutions and how Gnosis has transformed their mobile performance with Resco. So please stick with us this morning. So thank you very much.